In 2007, I was contacted by Lisa Lewis. They were looking at an event to raise funds for the island of Kauai's American Cancer Society organization. And she says, well, do you want to be your co-chair? And I said, okay. And about midway through, I received news that my father had colon cancer. I must have been brought along this path for a reason. On October 1st, 2011, which was the night of the Hoedown for Hope, probably maybe an hour into it, my father's hospice nurse happened to be at the gala and took me outside and had informed me that he had passed away. Several months after the Hoedown for Hope, I discovered a lymph node in my groin that was oddly similar to my father, who had one in his groin. And eventually, having a biopsy, they did discover that it was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Michelle was diagnosed with stage 4 follicular lymphoma when she presented with multiple swollen lymph nodes all over, fevers, weight loss. She was not feeling well. So it was pretty advanced stage.
Of course, I wanted to get the best care I possibly could. I was in full panic mode. At that time, I had already seen Dr. Lakova. She was fully supportive of looking into other treatment options.
We sent us slides to MD Anderson to double check that this is the correct diagnosis. This was a request of the patient.
And I think when she did her homework, she realized that what we can do on Kauai at Wilcox is pretty much the gold standard of what they're going to do at MD Anderson and what they're going to do at Stanford.
I asked her straight. I said, Dr. Lakova, do you think that if I stay here, I'm going to get the best possible outcome?
And I said, yes. It feels good to tell somebody like Michelle with full confidence that we can do it here. We follow the same standard of treatment, if not better. And if anything, you will be surrounded by your family and you can stay home. You don't need to travel anywhere.
I felt much more confident and happy that I could stay here on Kauai and I can be in a place that I can thrive in and I can heal in and have the support system I needed. I knew I was in good hands.
It was critical time to start treatment because if we didn't do anything, the lymphoma could have gone to her vital organs, such as she could have become paralyzed or her liver would fail. So at this moment, we had to start treating right away. The plan was to do intensive chemotherapy in the beginning. It's one of the most toughest chemotherapy treatments up there.
After my 4th treatment, the chemicals started accumulating and I was feeling very fatigued. And I realized just how much in trouble I really was.
I think one of the hardest parts for Michelle was when she started to lose her hair. And I said, you know what, hon, we need to go out into the canyon. We need to ride, get away, and we did that.
Staying at home and being in this community is absolutely a vital piece of the medicine that it takes to get well and to beat this disease. You have to have access to people that are going to bring you good energy and love. I can't imagine being in a room in a different state or a different country if I have the same quality of care that I have here. Being at home and being with family and being with friends and being close to the hospital where I can get my treatments in 20 minutes, be back at home, was a real blessing.
After 12 weeks doing her intensive chemotherapy treatment, we scanned her to see how she responded.
And that PET scan was going to be very important on letting me know where I was in my treatment. The phone rang and I saw the hospital number and I just didn't want to pick it up. It was Dr. Lakova's nurse. She said that there was no evidence whatsoever that there was any cancer. After I hung up the phone, I came outside and I leaned over the deck and Daryl was in the yard. And I said that the cancer was gone. And he said, what? And I said, the cancer is gone. And it was really just an overwhelming moment for I think both of us. Now that I'm in remission and I've been through the treatments and I've been through the hardships related to those treatments, I wouldn't have done anything differently. I had everything I needed right here in my own backyard, in my hometown, to make me well again.